Howdy, y'all. We are Americans in Australia, and we're down here on holiday to celebrate our silver wedding anniversary. So this is a wrap-up of day 5. Now, before we get into that, I got a lot of questions about where we are going. So just to clear things up, I want to let you know, we are now in Sydney. That is Sydney. Oh, wait, hold on.
It's just an office building. You're not going to see much.
So that is Sydney. Now, after Sydney, we are going to Byron Bay, then we're going to Surfers Paradise, then Brisbane, and then Noosa, Rainbow Beach, Airlie Beach, Magnetic Island, and we're finishing up the month in Cairns. So it should be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. For all of you asking about South Australia and Perth and the Northern Territory, sorry, we're not going to be able to make it there. And
not enough time.
yeah, even with a month, it just wasn't enough time to squeeze everything in. And Melbourne, there was so much more we wanted to do there, and I'm so sad that we weren't able to do it all. But yesterday was our final day in Melbourne, so we wanted to try to make an effort to try all the foods that we hadn't tried yet, because we already tried quite a bit, but my YouTube channel is all about food, so I love trying the new foods. And we started out the morning with Walker's Donuts. We went for a walk downtown Melbourne, but we found a Walker's Donuts and had a hot jam donut. And what kind did you get?
Apple pie.
Yeah, the donuts were really good. The hot jam donut, though, I thought was way overrated. It only had a teeny tiny little bit of jam in it. It was nice and warm, and the flavor was good, just there was no jam. And of course, I had to get my standard Aussie coffee drink, the flat white. And somebody else said that we needed to try Haze chocolate. So I think it's pronounced Haze. Unfortunately, they weren't open yet because we were still early in the morning, and it looked really fancy.
It did.
It was like a jewelry store. Little, maybe upscale for us. I don't know. We're going to make a video later about all the things that we've noticed that are different here in Australia. But one thing I did notice that not only do you guys drive on the left side of the road, but also your rotating doors go backwards too.
Yeah.
So we had to get a video of that. I just thought that was funny. And we didn't have any like big excursions or trips planned since we were leaving for Sydney, but we did want to go on a free walking tour of the city. So we met at the Royal State Library, Victoria State Library, and that building was pretty cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was amazing architecture. I think it's a gold rush building. That's what we learned in the walking tour anyway. But we met outside of the library, and the guy told us all about the history of Melbourne and like the rivalry between Melbourne and Sydney and about the gold rush. And then we walked over to the jail and learned all about Ned Kelly, the infamous outlaw from Melbourne. Oh, and then we finished up at the Royal Exhibition Building. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful.
Oh, that was so pretty.
We learned all about how Melbourne had hosted the Royal Exhibition, or in America we call it the World's Fair, but that building was just massive and amazing and beautiful, and I caught it right with the sun back behind the dome. And there was beautiful like botanical gardens, and then the big walkway leading up to it with all these trees. It was just beautiful. You know, we are more country people. We love like scenery and nature. It's really cool though to see in a city all that beautiful green space and flowers and trees. It was really cool. I like that. We weren't able to finish the walking tour because after that we met up with my friend Patrick one more time because he wanted to take us on one more little culinary tour to try all the different things that we hadn't tried, like lamington. We tried a lamington. It was a sponge cake with chocolate and coconut, and we also tried a vanilla slice, or I've been told they're called snot blocks.
They were both pretty good. I think I probably liked the lamington better.
Yeah, the lamington is pretty good. Apparently the vanilla slice we got wasn't the best, so we might try to get another one somewhere else. But they weren't my favorite, but they were all right. They were good. And we also wanted to try some kebabs, or you say kebabs?
Kebabs.
Doner kebabs. So we got a kebab and an HSP, a halal snack pack, which to me seemed like a kebab just deconstructed over top of chips. And they were both like really heavy and dense. Like there was a lot of food there. It was really filling and really good. I really enjoyed both of them.
Same.
Oh, and of course we had to try a sausage roll, which I don't know why in my mind I expected a sausage roll to be like we have pigs in a blanket. You know, like a hot dog wrapped in a crescent roll. This is like minced sausage with some spices and stuff in this flaky puff pastry. It was pretty tasty. I like that.
Super good.
And before you ask me, yes, we did try it with tomato sauce.
Didn't.
She's not big on ketchup, so she doesn't like
like it.
The tomato sauce down here. I thought it was pretty good. It reminded me of like a meatloaf. We really like meatloaf with ketchup, so it kind of had that similar flavors. She doesn't. I thought it was good. We had to go to Kohl's, which we have a Kohl's back home, but it's a different type of store. It's spelled different. Kohl's down here apparently is a grocery store, so we got a bunch of snacks that we might take some of them home and try them when we get back so our family can try them. But they had rows and rows of Tim Tams, and we have tried a Tim Tam Slam at home because we can get those, but we only have 2 flavors. We have chocolate and caramel, yeah. And we did Tim Tam Slams with both of those before, but this Kohl's had so many different flavors. It was hard to pick which ones I think we got like mint
chocolate,
and coffee flavor, and a white chocolate. So we will definitely try those later and do a Tim Tam Slam. And we did get a cherry ripe as well. The cherry ripe was really good. I like that.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Mounds Bar. We have Mounds Bar that's coconut and dark chocolate, but this is like cherry flavored coconut. It was very good.
Anything with coconut, you got me.
Yes. Oh, and you should have seen her when we were leaving. We just had a small bag of stuff, but she wanted to try out the trolleys.
Oh,
They had this escalator, or I guess you called it an escalator. It was like a cross between an escalator and a moving sidewalk that you take the trolleys up. We don't have anything like that back home. You take the trolleys.
Well, I think they do in big cities, but we don't in Indiana.
Yeah, because we parked in a parking garage and you had to go up and down it. So you take the trolley up there and take it back down, and it was cool. And the trolleys, all 4 wheels turn. Where back home we only have.
You can like drift Tokyo with that baby.
It's Tokyo Drift.
Sorry, I'm not hip with the lingo.
But yeah, the ones we have back home, they're just the front 2 wheels are the only ones that turn.
Oh, and the milk. It didn't say vitamin D milk. What did it say?
Full cream milk.
Full cream.
So we also got some shapes and some other snacks that we're going to take home and try. So I'm excited about that. There's still plenty more that we need to try, but I think we made a dent in all the different foods that we need to try down here. And we finished up the evening at the Melbourne Star Wheel, this big giant Ferris wheel that doesn't even work. It was kind of weird that it's just sitting there.
We have a suggestion though.
Yeah.
Cover it in lights or shine some lights up onto it. And you can celebrate like different holidays, or like this month it would be a rainbow.
Yeah, it was really weird just seeing this big giant dead Ferris wheel just sitting there, and they have a food court and everything built around it. But anyway, so Patrick took us to the airport and we went to check in. We thought we had plenty of time, and we found out there's 2 Melbourne airports. I had no idea. We went to the wrong airport. So we had to cancel our flight and book a new one to Sydney. And by the time we finally got here, it was late. We were excited to see the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge. You know, those are the big draws here. But even though it was late, they're doing this thing called Vivid, and everything's supposed to be lit up. So we took the tram out to see them, and they weren't lit up. I think they knew we were coming. Like, no, we don't want them to see it.
No, they ended at 11, and we got there at like 11:30.
Yeah, so we just missed it. But we're here for 2 days, so we're going to try to go out and see it tonight. Hopefully we don't get rained out. We'll see. But I got my Australia gear on for all my photo ops today, so I'm excited. I hope you enjoyed that. Keep following along, and we will keep you updated. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys.